Hey everyone, welcome to another video. This video is gonna be a little bit different for me. It's gonna be something I never do. I'm gonna be destroying and taking apart some palettes. Because I have some palettes where I just like some of the shades. I have two Jeffree Star palettes that I don't really want to promote anymore, that I don't really want to show on my channel anymore. But I did buy them and I did pay quite a lot of money for them. So I still kind of want to use them, but I don't want to have them in this packaging anymore. So that is gonna be mainly the destroying part, because these two palettes, the It's My Pleasure and this one, I believe I can quite easily take those shadows out, but these bottom two palettes, that's gonna be a project, that's gonna be something. So I'm just gonna be depotting some palettes and see how it goes. I have no idea how this is gonna go. I'm just gonna try. It's gonna be an experiment, but somebody told me in the comments that it was gonna be pretty easy to depot these Jeffree Star palettes, so we're just gonna try it, and if one of them shatters or whatever, I'm just gonna live with it. I also pulled out all my single eyeshadows because I want to rearrange a little bit, but we're just gonna see how far I get in this video. If this depotting part is gonna take very long, I might make it 2 parts and do another with the organization. This is something I already talked about in my makeup declutter, so if you want to know a little bit more of a backstory why I'm doing this, you can watch that video as well. So I think I'm gonna start with these two palettes and see how easy it is to get those out of the packaging. So I like some of the shades in the It's My Pleasure palette, but some of them I also don't really like at all. So I just want to keep a few of them. I like these two shades basically, and I don't really love the shimmers. I don't really feel like I need those in my life. I don't have a magnet. I don't know if I should have a magnet, but I don't have it. So I don't know how I'm gonna get this out actually. But I have this little nifty tool from Lethal Cosmetics that you can use to like take single eyeshadows out of palettes. But I really don't think this is gonna be... Oh wait, that did something. So I just want to take out a few of the shades, but I don't want to mess up the eyeshadow. But I don't know if this is gonna work. Maybe I need something else. Let's see if I can do it with the Kaleidos palette. How do people do this? Okay, this is gonna ruin the packaging for sure. This always looks so easy on videos by others, and now I don't know what to do. Maybe I should have watched the video before this to see how this is actually done. Okay, so I just checked a video by Laura May Beauty because I know she does this all the time, and she makes it look so easy. Am I making this harder than it actually is? Or is my tool just a little bit bigger than it has to be? Now I'm just ruining the packaging. But I don't think I'm gonna keep the packaging anyway, so I guess I'm just gonna live with that. I don't know which of these brown shades I want to keep. I don't really want to keep the lighter one, but I mean the lighter ones over here, but these two brown shades I just think are very similar, like so similar. I'm just gonna take them out, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep them once I see all my single eyeshadows together. I just really wish that these palettes were a little bit more user-friendly, a little bit more easy when you are actually applying your makeup. I love how it looks. It's so pretty, but it's just not... It's just not that easy to use in my opinion. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna take everything out. Maybe once I see all my single eyeshadows together, I will feel like they still have a place. But I just don't like all of these together in this palette like this. Maybe I will get a little bit better at this and be able to do something like this without ruining the entire palette, because now we have all these little bits where I put in the tool that are kind of ruined. I don't know if you can kind of see that, but I put in the tool here, here and here, so I kind of did ruin the packaging. But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. It is so pretty. It definitely is so pretty, but it's just a hassle. It is a hassle to use. I just think it's pretty annoying when you have this on your vanity and then it closes the whole time. But I love the design, but not to use it, just to look at it. Okay, so we have these shades depotted. Now let's move on to Colourpop. So here we don't really have... Okay, I just tried it on a shade that I didn't wanna keep. I feel like maybe I should put a little bit of like kitchen towel around my tool so I don't actually stab the eyeshadow. Let me see if that works. Okay, now I just don't see what I'm doing anymore. So I guess that wasn't the solution. How do people do this? Why does this look so easy when other people do it? That scared me. Okay, let's do this shade as well. Okay, I'm just gonna depot everything now just to be able to see what exactly I want to keep in the end, because maybe when I see it together with my other singles, I'll be like, you know what, that does have a place. Sometimes when you don't want them to, the eyeshadows just kind of fall out and now they're stuck. Oh, I stabbed it. Okay, so that one didn't get out unscathed, or how do you say that? But it's not bad so far. I wouldn't do this with my absolute favorite eyeshadows. I just wouldn't. Look at that. I just totally broke it. Okay, so this one doesn't look that good anymore. I'm gonna press it back a little bit. It just is a very soft shadow. So if you try and do things like this, it's gonna break a little bit. I think that's gonna be everything for this palette. Should I try and take this one out as well? It is a pretty shade. Now that I look at these shades, like this, like singles, I actually like them a lot more than in the palettes. I quite like this color story now. I quite like how this looks. I think if I just combine them with different shades a little bit, just make them more visual, combine it with other singles, I might get more use out of them. So this is gonna be an interesting experiment, and I might not get rid of as many shades as I thought I would. So let me see if I can get this one out. Ooh. That one wasn't too bad. Maybe I'm getting a little bit better at this. There's just like a little dent in the eyeshadows, and now I have this empty packaging. Could this still have a purpose? Could this be some sort of empty magnetic palette? I don't know. That is something I'm gonna check later. So these are all these singles for now. I'm just gonna put these to the side. Okay, so once again I had to take a little break from filming, but we're gonna get back at it, and I wanna start with destroying the Jeffree Star palettes. I'm kind of scared to do this, but I just really want to get rid of this bulky packaging. So let me see. I haven't opened this palette in forever. How am I gonna do this? I think I just really have to rip this apart. I think I'm just gonna destroy this, and I'm just gonna be speeding up this part. So these are all the shades from the Blue Blood palette. That actually went pretty easy. I don't really have any casualties, only this one looks a little bit rough, this brown one, but that's not the most interesting shade. I just have a little bit of the cardboard still stuck on the bottom of the shades, so I'm gonna just remove that a little bit. And I just dropped this one, but only the corner fell out, so that's okay. I definitely would not do this with my favorite eyeshadows. I think that would be risky. So here we have the Bloodless palette. This has very annoying packaging to store. It is just, it's like, how are you ever gonna store this properly? It is such a weird shape. It just doesn't work, and it can get very dirty and like dusty very easily. It's just not it. The rectangular one, okay, it's big, but at least you can kind of put it in a corner somewhere. This is just too difficult. It is very pretty though, but it just doesn't work. Okay, there are quite a few shades in here that I liked. This was definitely my favorite of the two. I definitely want to keep these two sparkly shades. We have some pretty purples in here that I actually quite like. So yeah, I'm gonna be destroying this one. Okay, so this was a little bit easier than the blue one. This wasn't too bad. We only have this one that has a little bit of a crack. I hope that's gonna be okay. I think I'm gonna keep a lot of these shades because I actually quite like this palette, to be honest. And I really love purple. So I'm definitely gonna be keeping these, this one, these shimmery shades. I'm gonna keep... I want to swatch these to see how I feel about them now after trying a lot of different shimmery shades. Yeah, it's kind of pretty. It's not the most exciting thing ever. I want to keep this one, this. Let me swatch this satiny shade. That's okay, but nothing special really. This one also looks kind of satin, but this one is more interesting. This one is almost matte. I want to keep this. I'll keep that one as well. I don't know how I feel about this shade. I wore it once and didn't really like how it looked on me. I think that one is gonna go. This kind of orangey red one I didn't really get. It's not really my shade, so that's gonna go. Then we have this kind of black one with purple shimmers in there. Let me see. I'm just gonna swatch this one and see how I feel about it. Yeah, it looks okay, but I don't need that. It looks more special in the pan than it actually does on your arm. So do I want to keep this one? I don't know if I'm really gonna use it, but I want to keep it for now. Okay, so I don't actually know if these are magnetic, if I can just put them in a palette, if that's gonna work. So I guess I just have to try that out before I decide what my next step is gonna be. Okay, so this works. This is gonna work. Okay. This is what is gonna happen. I'm just gonna put everything that I'm keeping in magnetic palettes, and then I will come back and do a part 2 where I really organize and really compare and really see what I want to keep, and maybe I will declutter a few extra because this already took such a long time. So I'm just gonna be happy with the progress I made so far. I depotted the palettes and I can just start playing around with these shades in a different way now. So there's gonna be a part 2 where I'm gonna really organize and maybe create some color stories. So right now I'm just gonna put everything in palettes and kind of speed through that. Okay, so apparently I don't have as much space as I thought I had. Putting all of these eyeshadows away is gonna take some more empty magnetic palettes. So I definitely have to look into that. And I think I'm just gonna end the video here. I destroyed the palettes. I have single eyeshadows, but I just have to figure this out. And I don't think I can do that right now in this video. So I hope you enjoyed seeing me depotting my palettes. Keep an eye out for part 2 where I'm gonna organize and can really see what happens to everything in the end. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe, and then I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.